Welcome to Snyder's Inc., where the fun never ends. Reactions, gaming, and more with Josh as your friend. Tune in, buckle up, it's a ride you don't wanna miss. Snyder's Inc., let's dive in, feel the ultimate bliss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Today we got another wrestling reaction. This one's to another list. This is top 20. This is 20 worst Survivor Series, WWE Survivor Series matches ever. This was done by Adam Blampier on the Wrestle Talk channel. Which just give them a subscribe. Apparently I'm not, I thought I was, so subscribe to them now. And yeah, we'll get right into this. Then 20 worst WWE Survivor Series matches ever. Are you guys ready for this? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go. What is happening here?
Survivor Series is really old. You know what else is really old? Murder. Makes you think, doesn't it? Point is, there have been a lot of Survivor Series pay-per-views, and last week I was a very nice lad and did a list of the 10 best elimination matches. You know what's more fun to talk about? All the matches that were double-decker urinal cake burgers with a side of cat buttholes. Because turns out that shag-ass Survivor Series matches are one of the most reliable Thanksgiving traditions, along with loudly identifying which relatives around a table are a disgrace to the family name, and yams. I'm so sorry about this, but here are the 20 worst Survivor Series matches in WWE history.
Survivor Series is coming out this month. Doing Survivor Series War Games. If I get my PC and the thing works, I might live react to it. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one. But I do know for sure, 100% fact, I'm going to be doing a review of it on my Retro Wrestling Podcast channel. You can go subscribe to it. It's one of the channels you can find if you go to like channels on this channel. You know what I mean? It's one of the channels linked to this. Yeah. Let's see what they got.
Please like and subscribe to this video. I watched 32 years of awful Survivor Series matches for this. You owe me that much. Number 20, the Godwins and the New Age Outlaws versus the Headbangers and the New Blackjacks.
That does sound terrible.
1997. Frankly, too much internet time has been taken up by how Survivor Series 97 ended, but not many people talk about how it began, and that's for a very good reason, because it began with a match between White Rapper and his butt friend teaming with Pig Boys to fight dads doing a Magic Mike tribute act at the Cowboy Bar and the fucking Headbangers. One of the Godwins wore a Confederate flag to the ring. Fiddle-dee-dee. The match at least put over the New Age Outlaws as a new heel team to watch out for, but goddammit made 50 minutes seem like an hour. Number 19, The Undertaker versus Heidenreich 2000.
I mean, it's fucking Heidenreich. Heidenreich was awful entertainment, is what I've labeled Heidenreich. He's the entertainment you go to when you want to see something that's a fucking train wreck. It's him. Let me see, who else is in wrestling? Him. Nathan Jones is funny to laugh at. Who else? I have to figure that one out. If you're a wrestling fan, you watch this in the comments. Let me know who's someone you could watch, like that's really bad at wrestling, and you just kind of laugh at it. Don't be an a-hole when asking this.
A 15-minute Heidenreich match. Are you having a...
Oh my god, it was 15 minutes. That's how lives are ruined, my fun. That's how lives are ruined.
Having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? Poor Undertaker really had to fight all the crap scary men in the 2000s, didn't he? Great Khali beaten clean, Kozlov beaten clean, and before that he fought Jeff Jarrett after a venom overdose. A man who was a better poet than a wrestler, and he was a shit poet. 15 minutes of pure boredom, with WWE experimenting to see if tall meat boy Heidenreich had more grace and mobility than a man on a skateboard, and he did. Number 18, the Disciples of the Apocalypse versus the Truth Commission.
Well, I mean, no one here could fucking wrestle in this match.
1997. This match was nothing really two factions that weren't over having a boring match decided to get over the interrogator who'd go on to become Kurgan. Remember him. But the whole affair is just so gross. Like, I know the 90s were a problematic time. You've got guys out here pretending to be post-apartheid commandos who are for some reason led by a cult leader who we know is supposed to be a parody of David Koresh because commentary keep telling us he is. Hey, remember Waco Wigs WWE? They're fighting against DOA, a team with actual neo-Nazis on it in the form of the Harris brothers who have actual SS tattoos on their arms on full display. Those tattoos.
There's a video done by a channel called Top Something Most Evil Wrestlers. Might have to check that out. I've done it on a reaction on a different channel. But I don't actually remember anything from it, so I might have to do that. I might react to some more like disturbing things like musicians and that, because there's a channel that does stuff like that. Maybe.
Do not stand for Survivor Series. Ugly stuff. Number 17, the Hart family versus Shawn Michaels and his Knights,
1993. Well, it's because Shawn Michaels was supposed to be Jerry Lawler.
Actually a pretty important match from a storyline perspective. This match is what kicked off the all-time great Bret Hart versus Owen Hart feud of 94, but it was also a long, plodding, confusing match seeing HBK randomly team up with 3 Baron Blades from 2K19. It was supposed to be Jerry Lawler because, you know, King. Knight, also been feuding with Bret Hart since King of the Ring, but with Lawler being removed at the last minute thanks to legal troubles, Michaels subbed in. What happened after it was great, but this was a match with Bruce Hart involved that went half an hour, as Mania 26 proved.
Bruce Hart, spotlight stealer of all spotlight stealers, brothers.
Bruce Hart matches are never okay, not even once. Number 16, Trish Stratus versus Lita, 2004. Trish versus...
Dang. It's Trish Stratus and Lita like the two like pioneers of women's wrestling. As much as people don't want to give them that credit, they really are. How did this match suck?
Lita is one of the all-time great women's feuds in WWE history. This match will not feature on many highlight reels though, because it came off a rancid angle where Trish mocked Lita for losing her baby. The match was supposed to be a white-hot brawl that quickly got out of control, drew a DQ finish and whetted the fans' appetite for a rematch. Instead, it was a minute of awkward, heatless punching from Lita, who looked like she hated everything that was happening. The crowd didn't care for the whole, you know, miscarriage thing, and it ended in a minute and a half.
Okay, so that's why the match sucked, because it was stupid. Everything that was done, it was stupid. Got it.
The historic Raw main event, but nothing else about this match holds up looking back. Number 15, a bunch of mid-carders versus the world's worst Survivor Series team, 1999.
What is this?
Big Boss Man, Mideon, Viscera, and Prince Albert lost a 4-on-1.
Oh, yeah, okay, so there you go. That tells you all you need to know right there.
On handicap match to the Big Show Survivor Series 99, and they still weren't the worst team on the show. That would be British Bulldog during his brief Man in Jeans final run with the company, and the fucking Mean Street Posse. Well,
I just heard about this team. So on my Retro Wrestling podcast channel, I did Survivor Series 2014. And during a women's elimination match, they just talk about British Bulldog and the Mean Street Posse and how much they missed the Mean Street Posse. What the hell?
What happened if a terrible improv group took suggestions for a scene and a suggestion was wrestling? It takes a lot for a match to get no reaction from a late 90s crowd, but the Posse found a way, blundering their way through a stinker, also featuring Val Venus, Mark Henry, Steve Blackman, and Gangrel, having nothing better to do. Number 14, AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella, 20.
I hate this match. End of story.
14. In the words of Hot Chocolate, it started with a kiss. Let us never forget that Nikki Bella's historic Divas title reign began with her sister randomly employing lesbian guerrilla warfare. Despite Nikki betraying Brie at SummerSlam, telling her she'd wish she'd died in the womb and the whole indentured servitude thing, nah, just can the feud off. Smoochy Boochies. Match over in 33 seconds as Michael Cole actually screamed, "Not like this," during the pin. Alright mate, AJ Lee was a really good wrestler, but hey, never mind, I suppose. Number 13, the men's elimination match 2017. Man, this one...
Come on, this was meant to put over the best professional wrestler in the entire world, the greatest of all time. Says no one, and I mean it as a joke, so don't take it seriously. It's Shane McMahon. God in hell.
Hurts more because because it's a match of two halves, and the first half is really good. Finn Balor versus Nakamura, Triple H finally reuniting with his estranged son Bobby Roode, Angle and Cena mixing it up. It was on track to be all the best aspects of Survivor Series, wrestlers who don't often wrestle having fun little context-informed moments with each other, and then, oh dear, Cena was eliminated without doing much. Sami Zayn and KO couldn't beat up an already tired and glistening Shane McMahon. The main event of the show in 2017, designed to highlight the top stars of both Raw and SmackDown, ended with Angle, Triple H, and Shane McMahon being 75% of the final four. Triple H managed two shocking pedigree-based betrayals for no reason other than being cerebral. And why? Why to any of this? Confusing, annoying, and pointless. Number 12, Kamala versus The Undertaker, 1992. Casket matches.
Well, it's Kamala. However, I'm not going to be as negative to this, because I do love Kamala. Kamala's a rare void of entertainment. I do love Kamala.
Suck a fat one. Two wrestlers saying, get in the box. I don't want to get in the box. Get in the box. As everyone gets older and older, it's just so boring. Kamala spends most of the match either forgetting to sell or doing bad comedy I'm so scared faces. And even when the match is over and the lid's on the coffin, they drag it out for another minute as Undertaker has to do a bit of bloody carpentry before they ring the bell. Precious minute of all of our lives. Number 11, The Alliance versus the Mercenaries, 1990. What a lineup. Sergeant Slaughter, Nikolai Volkov, the Bushwhackers, Boris Zukov, the Orient Express, a real killer's row you got here. When Sarge is your match's top workhorse, that is a dark timeline. Just a bunch of clotheslines, kicks, and assorted Bushwhacker-based bullshit. The only thing that's memorable is that after this match, the f***ing egg hatches. The Alliance versus the Mercenaries is the final memory of a pre-gobbledygooker WWE. It was a better time. Number 10, AOP versus The Bar, 2018. The Authors of Pain versus Sheamus and...
Because the man, Drake Maverick, quotations, pissed his pants. I hate this match too.
Cesaro sounds like a dream hospice on paper. Give them 15 minutes to knock 7 layers of paint off each other, call it a day. However, because that would be too simple, WWE instead chose to throw the Big Show in there for some reason as the Bar's, I want to say, dad. Have the whole thing go under 10 minutes, with a significant number of those minutes being dedicated to the only actual spot in the match, Drake Maverick pissing himself. I just don't know. I don't know. Number 9, the Women's Elimination Match 2013. See also 2007, 2008, 2009, 2014, because they're all the same. Here are the women, say WWE. They will hit an opponent with a move, pin them, then politely wait to be hit with their own move. This will happen until it doesn't happen anymore, and then the women will go away. The 2013 match is the most egregious example of this, with wrestlers being eliminated after drop kicks, spine busters, and of course, as is Survivor Series tradition, Divas champion AJ Lee eating shit at the hands of the cast of Total Divas. Oh, and it was a 7-on-7 match, because you can't have too much of a
Fuck Total Divas.
At time. Number 8, Team Nation versus Team Funk, 1996. This match has got Razor Ramon and Diesel in it. That sounds okay, you start to say before remembering that by Survivor Series 96, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash are in WCW. Yep, this is fake Razor and fake Diesel. Hello, Kane, teaming with Vader and Farouk versus Flash Funk, accompanied by X-Men Origins Funkadactyls, Savio Vega, and visibly unwell Yokozuna, with also a mystery guest who turns out to be Jimmy Snuka. And watching him doesn't get any less fucking chilling. There's a bunch of heatless back and forth, 2 eliminations happen before a brawl breaks out, and the referee says what we're all thinking and just disqualifies everyone. Sod it. Wretched stuff. Number 7, The Big Show versus Randy Orton, 2013. Remember
For a WWE Championship match, absolutely, this is not good.
when WWE thought that the Yes chant was over, not Daniel Bryan, so they tried transferring it to the Big Show and put him in the main event of Survivor Series? If you did...
This is WWE's thing. Well, you're not over. Your catchphrase is over. We can just pass the catchphrase on to someone we want to get over, and then that will be over. Then when it doesn't work, they're like, oh, the person's actually over, so I guess we have to push the person. God damn it.
You'll probably also remember the crowd had none of it, rejecting the slow, awkward affair. In the parts of this match that didn't take place in awkward silence, the fans pelted both wrestlers with boos and chants of Daniel Bryan. From the awkward musical interference from the Authority to the awkward punt, the whole match just felt wrong and was another crucial stepping stone on the fans' journey towards forcing Daniel Bryan into the main event of WrestleMania 30. Number 6, Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H versus Edge, 2008. The booking of this match is so weird. It was originally supposed to be a triple threat between Kozlov, Triple H, and Jeff Hardy, but earlier in the pay-per-view, it was revealed that Jeff was found unconscious and everyone treated it as deadly serious, before announcing it would now be a one-on-one match between Kozlov and Triple H. Then they played the video package before the match, hyping it as a triple threat again, and how much everyone loves Jeff Hardy. So now everyone who's bought a ticket it is either concerned for Jeff or pissed off, meaning that Triple H and Kozlov could have popped off like Savage and Steamboat. They didn't, and the crowd still would have shit on it, and boy, they did, chanting boring and Jeff Hardy's name until, wait a minute, he's here, it's Edge, who arrives mid-match and wins, even removing the shadiness of selling a show partly on a match they knew wouldn't deliver. Just wrestling's a crowd sport. How do you not know that this crowd, if you treat them like this, would react badly? Number 5, The Great Khali versus Hornswoggle 2000.
The Great Khali. That's it, just the Great Khali in general.
2007. He's really tall and bad. He's really short and bad. He's also Vince's son and bad. The crowd chanted, "We want Shaq," because he was at ringside, and Vince took the mic and literally cut a promo on the fans shouting, and I'm saying this word for word, "I don't give a damn what you want." Bloody hell, we got that, Vince. But louder for the people at the back, I suppose. A total waste of time. At least it only lasts 3 minutes and ends with a Finley run-in, and just, actually, can I stop this now? Number 4, Deborah, Fabulous Moolah, Mae Young and Tori versus Ivory, Jacqueline, Luna Vachon and Terry Runnell.
Hold on, what the? Who booked this shit? This is the worst matchup I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the bottom of the barrel. This is the worst of the. I guarantee you, Fabulous Moolah and probably fucking one of the sole survivors. Because Fabulous Moolah doesn't lose. She's a selfish, ignorant cunt.
Was 1999. Ivory, Jacqueline and Luna were all good wrestlers, Ivory especially. In this match, Ivory gets pinned by 76-year-old Fabulous Moolah for the second pay-per-view in a row, mind you, in an 8-man tag that goes less than 2 minutes, but feels long as every single move is botched or mistimed. Literally every one. Terry's in the match, but doesn't even get on the apron, never mind tag in, only jumping in the ring after it's over in order to have her top ripped off by Deborah, who also doesn't tag in at any point. I mean, I got nothing. Number 3, The Royal Family versus Clowns R Us, 1994. I wish Survivor Series had never been born. I wish wrestling had never been born. Look, I'm not saying that all little people comedy is bad. I'm not trying to remove their agency. WeLC was really fun. It's just this is shit. Doink had 3 little clowns called Dink, Pink, and Wink. That's shit. Lawler had 3 kings with him called Sleazy, Queasy, and Cheesy. That is also shit. It's like if Tom Green wrote Snow White. It would be called Blow White. It would be as funny as Rickett, and it would still be better than this pratfalling, embarrassing shambles. It didn't even make sense. They made it explicitly clear in the match. Lawler and Doink can only fight each other, and the little people could only fight each other. Then Doink gets eliminated first. Considering that neither Pink, Wink, or Dink could fight Jerry Lawler, the match should be over, but goes on for another 5 more minutes. Stop. Please stop. Number 2, 4 Doinks versus Bastion Booger, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the Head Shrink is not.
That's just because there's not one single Doink. Not one of the 4 Doinks is actually Doink. This match is a train wreck. Plus, you Bastion Booger!
1993. Oh good, here come the clowns again, here to piss on my dreams. This match has 4 Doinks in it this time, but also actual official Doink himself isn't in the match. It's men on a mission and the fucking bushwhackers dressed as clowns. There's banana peel gags and the Doink whackers biting Bastion Booger on the asshole and eliminations via balloons filled with water and Mo riding around the ring on a scooter. And 2 years in a row, WWE sent in the clowns at Survivor Series, and I will never laugh again because 4 Doinks kicked comedy to death and buried it in the desert. And number 1, Teddy Long versus Eric Bischoff.
It's the worst. This match is the worst. It's the general managers of the show, SmackDown and Raw, fighting each other. Neither man can actually This is a train wreck.
Bischoff 2005. No. Up until this point, every match on this list had at least 1 wrestler in it. This match has 1 joke, and that joke is Teddy Long could do a little dance. I have never heard louder, boring chants from a wrestling crowd, and there is nothing more to say than that. 2 middle-aged men awkwardly shoving in a room full of bored people who just wanted to stop, and it somehow doesn't for 5 whole minutes, and then the fucking boogeyman appears. This match happened at a Survivor Series. All of these matches happen at a Big 4 pay-per-view. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm done. I can't be asked to do the like and subscribe thing.
Insane. All those matches were at Survivor Series. It is absolutely insane that all of those matches happened. Everyone is considered one of the main 4 pay-per-views of WWE. Hopefully the one coming up will be better. You can only freaking hope, right? Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That is it for this reaction video. The link to this video will be in the description below. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.